Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Whip, you're the only one not in the game.
Impossible.
Oh man, do I got a good one for you guys. I just came up with it right now. Just done.
Instant death.
It's gonna be an interesting one. I'll make it that. I'll tell you that much. Yes, baby. What's up? Huh? You're done?
Yeah.
How could you be done? Don't babies like play D&D for 5 hours or something? Don't you guys never stop yapping? No? Aren't you still working? I'm still working. You have to go work. So my kid will use my other, so I do all my hosting outside in the living room in a PC station, but the monitor moves back and forth between the room. Because in my room I have a full desk and all that. So my kid, depending which room I'm in, he'll be at the other desk working at the same time with his little iPad that he has, and he'll just it'll be just a camera on him, but he'll be acting like he's doing what I'm doing. So.
That's cute.
Mm. All right, 1 second. All right, so let's see here. I was pulling up something on the side, but you guys, what is in? You're in, right? What you can see?
Yep, I'm in this.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you find Seg. He seems to be very tired, and he's just like, hey guys, I'm just gonna lay here and just drag me back to class. And he just kind of zones out. You guys, I'll give it to you. You are where he's fine. He is just extremely exhausted because Seg is constantly exhausted in this campaign. I don't think a couple of sessions he goes without exhaustion, but on average, he has a shit ton.
I think I've got...
Oh, go ahead, guys.
We should, fix them. I think we got greater restoration now.
Still, I don't know if we have the power right now.
Well, I do.
Mm.
Yeah. You just gotta pay for it. I think I gotta have diamond dust, or at least crystalline carbon.
Not have any of that.
I mean, it can't be that hard to come by. I mean, the spell's way too useful.
Maybe that's why it's hard to come by. Is
you hear a little sucker, like a knock, but because they're octi, they kind of have more of a suction clamps against the door as you see Oshilia present. She's obviously not this big, but I just did a pretty cool artwork, so let me reduce it down to proper visage. Okay. And she's like, friends, I have been freed, and I am ready to enroll. If you would all allow, my father and mother have granted me privilege to be escorted by you all into this enrollment process, as they are regathering their control over the ship and its necessities.
I didn't bring any people or student documentations, did you?
nah, they
I didn't know it'd be needed.
Registration.
I thought there was perhaps a location in which we can register. Like
location, yes, okay, yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly expect you guys to just have new attendee paperwork on standby. That would be interesting.
Maybe I should add that to the book.
Every student manual comes with it.
Alright, when someone crashes into the side of our planet, my first idea is, let's go invite them to be part of our school.
Yeah. Let's enroll them. Hold on. Let me make sure they're students so I can't kill them the first time around.
Do you want to attend the college? No? Okay, he's clear to kill. Back in 1 sec.
No, you're good. It would seem as if your friend, Feathery there is a little under weather. I can perhaps prepare a, hold on. She pulls out this device. And when I say device, I mean to you guys, it's a bit out of place. It's hard-plated and a bit silver. Imagine that of the original iPods. It's quite thick, but not Game Boy-y enough. And you see a little hum, like a little projection appears. Yes, Mother. Do you think we can send a, 1 second. You guys hear like a... And then you hear like on the other side... Womp, 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 womp. Of course. I apologize, Mother. Do you need a... She looks to you two, to Wep and Shio. Do you two need perhaps a, my mother calls it a gurney on this plane. To help your friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right. She will have one prepared in just a moment sent over. So overall, you guys will have a gurney to transport Seg back to whether or not you take him to the infirmary or your guys' HQ. Totally up to you. No one has to see the nurse, but doesn't mean you can't leave him with the nurse. You know, a broken wing never hurt anyone.
Do we have to take him at all?
Oh, well, since I assumed that I'd be returning back to the ship to inform my parents of my successful enrollment, we could perhaps pick him up then?
Sure.
She pulls out her device again. Thank you, Mother. She puts it back. It would seem as if, that is settled. Is there anything you need to perhaps gather? I don't know if you brought any belongings and left them anywhere by chance. It's not a massive ship, but I can imagine some things might be, misplaced.
Yeah, there was that elf from before.
An elf? Like another student?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that walked out of the water?
No.
You have creatures that can walk like these things called mosquitoes that can hover on the surface of liquids.
Oh, I can do that too.
That is quite fascinating. But no,
yeah,
I have not seen
lost
this
a
elf.
wallet with a lot of money here somewhere.
I see. I don't know what material your money is made out of, but this ship's organic fluids are quite acidic upon those more exposed elemental organic materials.
Sounds like you just robbed me.
The ship kind of maybe consumed you in some aspect, perhaps.
Oh, I think she's referring to the bottle treatment.
The what?
Remember when we were doing our documentary
Oh.
and Wet burned his hand?
Right.
You guys saw that? You guys just watched me put my hand in that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We were betting on which one of you would do it.
You guys keep going. Give me 1 quick second.
I'm pretty sure I won.
Can't believe you guys let me do that.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't know it would do anything wrong.
The camera crew can't interfere. We already broke the rule by interfering when Seg got captured.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool, right?
Was pretty cool. We summoned so many things, it felt like the world was slower.
We did summon so much.
I don't know how I feel about you guys anymore.
Oh,
But
please,
we
would've
told
done
you
the
about
same.
the ship. Speaking of, are you going to take their ship?
No, we're not allowing that. Now that it belongs to a student of the school, that'd be stealing.
I mean, it technically haven't registered yet, right?
No, they have an invitation. That's as good as being registered.
Oh, that's right. They got a letter.
delivered.
Formally invited to crash into the side of our campus.
I
Yeah,
was
to-
perhaps not invited to crash, but I was invited to arrive. It was just the unfortunate series of events that led me here, and it's quite surprising that nobody arrived to check on our well-being, but you students.
That's us. The overly curious.
Did we ever find a way to keep your ship alive?
Matter of fact, my father is reattuning with the beast as we speak. It will be probably fully functional by the time we return.
Okay, good. I just don't want them taken off with our seg.
I'm sure they'd be more than happy to deliver him in the event that we don't return. I do have my belongings I must still collect once I understand what's required.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, we could just take you to the registration building. What time is it, by the way?
Are you asking her or are you thinking?
I'm thinking, like, what?
Give me a survival check.
I'm proficient with that,
Mm.
so I'm gonna fail this horribly.
Boom. I love it. I like how it was self-proclaimed. That's appreciated.
Anything I'm proficient with, I roll low.
Yeah, that is a common theme.
That is
Oh,
guys'
like my
entire team.
insights?
It's amazing. I don't know how. I always favor you guys, and you just can't deliver. I love it. It's just like an unexpected expectancy constantly at this point. Well, you have no fucking clue, but it sure feels like some time that you can't just. It's like I don't know. Have you guys ever like just woken up in a room where there's no windows ever? Like I mean, in the sense, not in like a garage or something, what have you. And or not woken up, just felt just in there. And maybe you were drinking, maybe you kind of had a moment, maybe you got lightheaded, who knows, car fumes, what have you. But
Casino.
yeah, a casino. Oh, perfect. There you go. Sorry, a casino. There you go. You're inside a casino, and at one point you realize how long you've been sitting there. Shio, you puzzle yourself. How long have I been in this ship? Didn't I step out of the ship? Why am I still in the ship? I think that being in this ship is losing your senses as you kind of get this like weird shiver and itch to depart, to at least see the outside, hoping you didn't take off wherever you may be. Who knows? Maybe the ship is already moving. Your anxiety hits.
Yeah, we should probably just head to the reception building. Unless it's night, I don't know if it's a 24-hour registration hall.
Won't know unless you go.
Yep, so Shio's gonna head towards the exit.
All right.
We're still by the Witherbloom campus, right?
You guys are inside a Witherbloom bog, but yeah, you're still nearby. Why not?
All right, because I just wanted to, join up with them before we headed back.
Got it.
while
So
we're here.
for you, we will get to that before you guys depart. As you guys are, heading out of this Nautiloid, you run into Big Papa. You hear, you all shall take care of Auxilia. And when you leave, you will see that I have prepared a package for your gain, for thanks of our reacquisition.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll make sure to take care of your daughter.
So it's just like a family thing where even like when they're being nice, it doesn't sound very nice.
Are you saying that I have a particular manner you'd like to dispute?
You should stop.
Mind you, he is this big. He's massive.
That's why I'm really selecting my words carefully.
Yeah,
He is to size.
Nah, you're great. You're a great guy. Great guy, great daughter. Great. Just all great.
I will hope that you find my givings useful.
Ooh, I
They
hope
are
it's how to
much
make mage
appreciated.
hunters.
Mage hunters, you say? I have not heard that word in a long time.
Yeah, they're bioconstructs. Kind of like your ship.
Yes, They were created by a unique wizard who hated even himself. He created a beast that he too could not defeat.
Is that why they're anti-magic?
It would come to make certain sense. But these creatures have since developed and can be found across many planes and regions. It's as if they all share an understanding of their opponents, making them quite selective in combat scenarios.
Oh, an adapting enemy. Those are the worst.
Yeah, maybe we should build our own version of it so they can keep adapting to each other.
That's called an arms race, and I'm pretty sure it ends with everyone dead.
No.
At some
I like
point,
to
they become giant kaijus. This is the end result for 800 universes. They become giant kaijus and kill everyone just in their fight.
Not all of them in that way. Sometimes they have hamster vampire things.
The vampsters are quite exquisite creatures. How do you students know so much upon these planes? Does Strixhaven harbor such experimental species?
No, but we can view throughout the planes using some of our magics and stuff here. We have entire, teams.
My daughter shall do well. Oshilia, do care and pay close attention. These ascetal benefits will help our family rise in ranks across the battlefields.
Yeah, ranks.
I will let you all go now. Register my daughter, introduce her to the surroundings, and if all goes well, I might fall upon something else useful.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
You see him kind of like any octopus slowly find their way through the smallest possible opening and slip their way through and out. You hear Oshilia? I just want to let you all know. My father speaks to you all in more of a stern tone. But keep in mind, until we leave his vessel, we should keep our thoughts to ourselves.
How do you do that?
Only positive vibes. Got it.
Oh.
As you guys begin to depart, you do make it to the front. Let me just grab you guys. Give you guys a little booster. Boop, boop, boop. I need Iz and Wep to roll me D100s because only Shio rolled one. And Shio, can you remind me what that was, please? So I'm not looking at the Discord right now.
Yeah, no problem. It was
A 97.
21.
High numbers are either you're going to explode or you win the jackpot. I think it's going to be you explode.
You explode time now is.
You rolled a 21, you said, Shio?
Yep.
Beautiful. So as you guys arrive at the entrance, there's a small container. It's very organic in nature. It almost looks mimicky. A little shiver of fear comes over you guys, but you see Oshilia walk up, caress it gently, and it opens.
All right.
In doing so, okay, you open yours, and you, sir, find a silver silk handkerchief that's 3 inches on each side.
Can I examine it further?
Sure. As you go to look at it, you see Ophelia go, this is one of my father's favorites. He says that it has more purposes in life than that of a typical tool, though I haven't understood it quite properly in that manner. She looks forward to it, and she whispers, and you feel in your hand this handkerchief stiffen into a 3x3 square of hardened steel.
Oh, is that the gurney?
No, it's just a 3-inch by 3-inch handkerchief that can become as hard as steel, as thick as steel upon using a command word.
Huh?
Is it as thin as a handkerchief?
Yes.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it's something upon attunement you can do what it is you wish and change the verbiage in which is necessary. Keep in mind, until you attune to these things, everyone, they will only understand the language of the Tpus. So it's highly recommended that you bond with the gifts that my father has blessed you with. I will make a placeholder for you, Chip, because surprisingly, this is not in the. Well, I guess I'm not surprised. Everything I give you guys is random. Nonetheless, one of you guys call is. What did you roll? Sorry, I'm looking at something else.
97.
Awesome. Wow. Okay. Well, hold on there, good sir, because that's gonna change some things.
Oh no, I don't want to explode.
Too bad all the timelines explode now.
Let me make sure. I know I'm really bad about giving Shio stuff that I never actually give him, so I want to make sure I at least put a placeholder. There you go. It should be in your inventory sheet. You rolled a 97. Damn. Wep, what did you roll? Did you roll Wep? Wep, I need to do 100 for me, my
For some
friend.
reason, it said that I rolled as.
Oh, because you clicked is or something. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And I was like, why are there 2 ises? Okay, that makes sense. 1 second. 97.
I rolled twice? How'd I roll twice?
No, that was Web.
Oh.
Is the Oracle the one? You have traveled most of your life always wondering how some things in your possession have appeared. You were told that when you go back and you become that of a sapling, you would have to begin again. Yet things that were yours or possessions would somehow come back to you, and you will recollect all that you can do with them upon receiving them again. These are known as the Oracle's choices. Your unique items that you've been developing over times and with your era, but because you are no longer on your original state. However and whenever they managed, the High Arcanist of the school made sure that no matter where you were, your objects would find you. You find the Eye of the Oracle. It is a beautiful jewel that when pressed upon the forehead, it inserts itself, completely disappearing inside the body in which you exist. While this eye is present within your forehead, or your mind, so to speak, your eyes can see into the multiple planes of existence and everything that's happening live across all accordances.
Oh man, I would be so distracted. Sorry guys, huge battle going on in another reality.
Pretty awesome. This was one of your most facet tools that you created to assist you in speedily checking all of the options in which you guys had before the future ran out. But here you are yet again. As you become in possession of this, you get giddy, you get excited. You knew that the day would come where this, amongst other things, would end up in your possession, but you just never knew when. And here before you is the Eye, the Oracle.
Hey, I lost this. Shio, how'd this get out into space?
We're on a different plane, so it's pretty good that it ended up in space instead of.
Well,
what are the chances?
Oh well, pretty good apparently.
Use it and find out.
Maybe I did the math. What do you think, Shio? Did I do the math?
Probably. You always do the math.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
did
able
the math.
to find stuff with that?
I don't know. Let's find out. What am I looking for?
I was hoping you could try to find the artifact of Lindra. I still have that god trying to kill me. I kind of want to get them not banishing me.
Oh, right. Are we supposed to find like a god-slaying sword or something?
I don't know. It's just their artifact. I think they lost it a long time ago.
Okay.
For you is, as he brings up Lindra and you get all this remembrance of your entire timeline, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Well, what? Religion? Oh, yes. It continues.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that, Chio.
And Shio, give me an insight check. And see if you believe it is, because that would be shocking.
Can you describe it? Is it like... What is it?
I have not been able to figure out what it looks like.
Well, I can't...
I have found 0 leads on it.
I can see throughout all space and time, but I don't know what I'm looking for throughout all space and time.
Well, can't you just see like a timeline where I did find it and just we could find it that way?
I'm only down to 11 timelines.
Yeah, but I'm sure a timeline in the past that I've done. You can see that, right?
Well, sure, kind of. But there's like an infinity of them.
Well, I'm sure there's one of them where I'm able to find it without help from an alternate version of myself.
I'm
But he's
gonna have
got
to
a nice
sit and,
mustache.
like, watch TV of realities. It's gonna be a while. But I can try.
Alright, why don't you just get on my shoulders and I'll carry you back to campus.
Okay.
Okay.
So if anyone asks why my head's glowing, you tell them I'm Star Dragon.
Okay.
Web. You have a choice, sir. When you approach to your object chest, Oshelia goes, "My father thought that for you, we would leave a little bit of chance. If you choose no chances, I promise you inside will be a small broom, and we'll attempt to clean the dirtiest thing nearby. But if you wish to tap it twice, your true fates will rise." If you tap it twice, Web, you can roll a d6 and choose to add or minus from your 85. If you choose not to and accept the item, you get a small broom, and when activated, it will attempt to clean the dirtiest thing nearby.
How can I not double tap?
All right, we go for the double tap. Do you want it high or low?
Let's go high. We love being high.
You double tap it, and you see the chest. As if something was pulled through it from the bottom and protrude out from the same opening, and then the chest opens up. You see a blindfold inside. It's weird. It's a blindfold that's like vellum. So it's like see-through, but it's absolutely a blindfold. Do you grab it?
I mean, yes.
As you pick it up, Oshelia goes, I can't believe my father would just part with something so particular. This is not something you should take for granted, Web. You have the blindfold of the spirits. It might seem as if you can see right through it, but upon placing it on your head, while worn, you can attack incorporeal things as if they were not. However, you are otherwise blind to the rest of the world around you. So what that means is, when wearing it, you can attack any kind of ghost-like object as if it were not one. However, you cannot see any other entity other than ghosts.
Oh, give Web a sword and the pinata moves.
Well, I mean, he would be able to see. So let's say there was invisible objects or incorporeal ghosts that you guys couldn't affect in any way. As long as he's wearing this blindfold, he can see all of them and his surroundings. He just cannot see you guys.
Yeah, we're the pinatas.
I guess. But piano would be something one sees to hit.
I guess.
But nonetheless, it is something that Oshilia, for whatever reasons, finds quite significant. It is in your inventory if you wish to. Just can't. It's exactly what I said, but in case.
We should check if there are ghosts around us.
Is there any? Go ahead. All right. You throw it over your head. Everyone disappears, other than your surroundings. Give me a perception check. Give me a perception real quick. In the distance, far out, like probably about 300 yards or so, you see weird objects floating and moving throughout the bog. There are things out here, but otherwise you cannot see your allies. Though you hear them, you can feel their breathing or what have you. You're just blind from them.
Guys, are you still here?
No, they died.
Do you want a performance of that? Let's see if that really is convincing.
Okay.
Web, give me an insight check. Well, Web, you're almost convinced. Other than the fact that Oshilia taps your shoulder.
Oh my god, something touched me.
Sorry, I was on my way to the kitchen.
Do you keep it on, Web? Do you attack anything nearby?
I want to swing wherever that voice is coming from.
What do you swing with?
Bare hands. Fisticuff. We're gonna try punching a ghost.
Your fisticuffs a ghost to your right. Give me a attack at disadvantage. Unarmed. You can target Shio also, because that's clearly who you're trying to hit. You swing and miss. You turn about once, and you realize that Oshilia quickly lifts off the blindfold. Please, let us not disrespect my father and his gifts and his presence.
Oh my god, guys, you're back.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know, there's a ghost talking to me.
Weird. Don't let him whisper evils in your ear. Pretty sure that's what happened to Zeg.
So, as you guys begin to depart and head further out, you guys traverse through the bog up the passageway in which you guys found previously, and make your way back into the Witherbloom main grounds, we will say. Let me see if I got a Witherbloom's image over here. I know I have had plenty, but let me find one.
You know, I don't think we ever found that last flying creature. I think it escaped.
What, the bad touch thing?
No, it was that bat thing. We only killed one of them, I think.
Oh, maybe it was smart enough not to hang around.
Probably.
You guys head out, and in doing so, you make it back to the general Witherbloom location. For some reason, I don't have those. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to find the images I had of Witherbloom previously. But because over here it says wither. There's literally a folder that says wither on it. Right. Then I'm not back at the grounds. See, bloop. Make this green. And bloop, bloop, bloop. And make sure you guys can see it real quick. And then I'm gonna change this thing. 1 second, sorry guys. You guys head back to the grounds of Witherbloom. Make your way to register. In doing so, you see no students still. It's very quiet, no teachers, no life. You remember previously others were absent, and it was already an odd eeriness. But you do see a light on in the building ahead, which is a part of that of a massive trunk of sorts, a unique growth in Witherbloom that are like large stalks. You don't want to call them trees, but they're canopies, as the students refer to them, due to the natural shade they provide when they blossom and bloom in their vines and connect to one another for their yearly seasonal cycle of one can call breeding in the herbology manner.
Oh. Weird. I thought the students were just scared away by the ship crash, but it's weird that none of them have come back.
Oh, I think the swamp ate them. I mean, they've been gone for a while.
Well, the swamp may eat people occasionally, but not everyone. That'd be inefficient for its food supply.
Oshelia goes, are you all serious about this swamp consuming that of others? Should I be on guard while present on this?
Oh, don't worry. I mean, if it kills you, it might bring you back to life, too.
It's mostly the things that hide in the swamp that try to kill you.
Yeah.
It's best to stick to the main paths, unless you're with a group of people.
So you're saying that amongst you all, I should be off-road?
Say again?
So you're saying amongst you all, I should be off the road? You said amongst a group of people, you shouldn't be on the main. You said you should only stay on the main path if you're not amongst a group of people. So you kind of like topsy-turvy that on them.
Oh no. What I meant was, you should stay on the main road and only leave the main roads if you have a group of people with you.
I see. So it would be safe for us to perhaps traverse outside of the main path, as long as everyone were together.
It's still not safe, but at least then you have a higher chance of surviving.
So you're saying that one of us might be sacrificed for the others to live?
No. We'll be fine.
I'm a little confused on this. Is this the campus, or is this more of a field of training? Exactly.
Oh,
It is part of campus.
Campus offshoots.
An offshoot, right.
So
You see her looking around trying to figure out this whole situation of the school system.
Give her the handbook. The handbook has these things.
Oh yeah, like I pull out the STRIXHAVEN map in the handbook.
When you pull out the handbook, you notice that it is heavier, thicker, almost as if multiple pages have been added.
Oh goodness, they updated the edition already?
You see that the edition is edition 13.
Was it
Last you
previously?
checked, it was 10.
Oh no, it had multiple updates.
Well, yeah.
Why does the Oracle hate us?
She goes, thank you. I will be sure to consume the information present here. I believe Web had business before we head to outside of this Witherbloom.
Did we?
Just want to join. Just want to join this little house.
Right. Let's go then. As you guys head forward and you get to the door.
Maybe we can get you some joining forms while we're here.
Is this the office in which one would apply?
I mean, it's part of the school.
Right. Let's see what's before us. As you enter, you see a classroom. There are students inside studying and busy and among themselves. None of them look up at you guys.
I try to perceive that. I take a close look at the room, cause I've been tricked too many times. Are they illusions?
Give me a perception check.
Shio, use the poking stick.
No,
Which is
it's
the
whacking
far-fetching
stick now.
slapping stick. Yeah, it's the far-fetching stick. They all seem to be busy studying amongst. You do hear murmurs. No, that's not it. Everyone seems to be studying intently, as if a test were in order.
What are they studying?
As you look over one of their shoulders, you see they're trying to figure out a wordle.
Yeah, first years.
They're all
I remember.
studying. This guy's reading a nudie mag. Yeah, you bucko.
You see one person kind of shrug off in the distance, probably about 4 seats away. That's actually not in your perspective.
You're not fooling nobody.
He quickly leaves the room. You see that there's a professor with their back to you. Ironically, I don't have any professor icons loaded in, so give me one quick second.
Wait, weren't we just gonna go to the registration?
Wep wanted to declare himself here.
Yeah, just a little side business.
It's huge. Hold on. Let's make it. Hold on. Hold up. Let me make it a little character because this is way too big. Folder. Staff. Add new character. Update picture. Perfect. This is actually this. All right. You all see a woman, a bit wavy in the hair, but neatly wound. Immediately, you assume from the back visage that it's going to be your favorite, but it's not. In fact, I don't know if you guys actually met her, so let me know if you guys have, because then you would at least know her name. But I have so many tokens, can't recall what you guys keep track of. Let me blow it up a little.
Oh.
That would be Beal Hinian if you had met her before.
I think we saw her at an event, but we never interacted with her.
Got it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you've seen some of these people previously. But yeah, you guys are really bad at asking names. So you see someone that Shio and Iz come to recognize in some sense. Wep, yourself, you notice that they are the only authority here in the room.
She's dreamy.
Do you approach, or do you stare in Gugu eye?
Both. Very uncomfortably approach her.
Give me a performance check. Let's see how uncomfortable and cringy this becomes.
Oh, yeah.
You are like Gaston, swagger uncomfortable.
It's like, hi, Helga.
I'm sorry? Do you need something?
He can't even answer. He's just like staring. Super uncomfortably.
She like kind of puts her hand up and points towards Trio and Iz and Oshilia. Is he with you all? Does he
Do
need
we
help?
want to claim him?
Guys, don't embarrass me!
She kind of like gets shocked that you like all of a sudden turn back to speak to your friends. And she's like, I'm sorry, sir. Is there something I can do for you?
I'd do anything for you.
No, he's doing it wrong.
Right.
How could someone be so bad at signing up?
I am that of a professor stature, and I'd advise that you go about not approaching me in such a manner. You see some of the students in the room kind of like looking up. Now everyone's curious. Everyone's ears are perked, and they're all watched in. Wet.
Oh,
wet.
maybe we
This
shouldn't
is
claim him.
painful to watch.
But give me a con check. Let's see how stoic you hold yourself. You either go through this looking like a badass, or you go through this with a little shake in your hand. Ooh, you're shivering, man. You're over here like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. But what do you do?
Just fumbling with his words. I'd like to join you.
Again, I don't want to have to write you up. I don't even know your name, but I'd really prefer if you were a bit more choosy in the way you approach this conversation.
Can't write me up if you don't know my name.
Students, can you please assist me with your I assume you all came together.
He's just upset that he couldn't keep the pirate ship.
Pirate ship?
Oh, yeah, there's a giant ass space pirate ship.
A space pirate ship.
Well, it might be from the
Where
sky.
exactly?
I'm not really sure.
Oh, are you all part of a fan club or one of those LARPing groups?
This deteriorated so quickly. I'm so sorry.
I'm your biggest fan.
Web would like to join this branch of the school. He's in second year, new year.
A second year, new year.
He's the first day of the second year trying to join Witherbloom. Yes.
There you go.
I see. And you said his name was?
Web.
Can you spell that for me? She pulls out a
Now you
ledger.
can write me up, guys.
Yeah, you
Well,
kind of deserve it. And I
for
just
a
use
school of
minor illusion
magic-
to spell his name out like I do Iz's.
Okay. Right, here, it says that you prefer to go by Hyena? And you hear like a, oh, coming from the classroom. One of the students are like, damn! Like that was some fancy name. And hush, study, everyone, study.
I
It's
am studying.
You avert your eyes.
Except for you. You look away.
You wish to be that of Witherbloom specificality.
Yes.
And are you looking on the life or death spectrum of courses?
I mean, isn't life part of death?
As much as they are part of the same, we study them separately here, so you completely understand one or the other. There are intermingling classes that you'd be taking, but there is like a focus of what your character would be more inclined. If you do like both, you could make that clear, and then maybe something could be put together. But right now, you're giving a really creepy vibe, and she's just trying to enroll you as fast as possible. But take your time, no rush. But you're getting this like sense where she's trying to be professional amongst a class, but she's also like trying to get.
You want to keep that uncomfortable vibe going on.
Wow, you really belong here because you're really digging into that wither sign. Because the food in here is dying.
Damn, is.
I'm just saying.
Ophelia whispers to you two, I'm going to wait outside while you all figure this out with your friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry about him. He's normally more competent.
Beale goes, sir, please just, she gets a book and she kind of shifts it across a 5-foot table toward you. Just write your name there and we'll sort you out and consider you for a dual membership amongst Witherbloom's classes.
we're gonna kick this up to 10. We're gonna just like cut our hand and put it on the page. There, I signed.
No.
Okay. Okay. She uses some kind of magic as you see the book by itself moving back toward her, and then the page in which you bled upon being ripped from the book, and she looks across the book for inspections to see whether or not there's any kind of bleed through. Right. I'll just file this one separately. And you see it kind of go off to its own part of the table.
I mean, this is gonna go in a special place. Throws in the garbage.
Is there anything else we can do for you? As this is a particular quiet time for the class, and respectfully, you've been a bit disruptive.
Respectfully, I'd do anything for you.
Right. This will be filed, and you'll be contacted. Please.
Are you gonna contact me?
See your business elsewhere. It'll be the Dean, Ambrose.
Can it be you?
I highly doubt it.
They get to pick their students, bro.
She'll tell me anything she has to get me to leave.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get right on that. I'll call you as soon as you leave.
She's like, well, let's just hope that you get lucky.
Oh, we are. We're gonna wink at her.
Okay, go ahead and give me an intimidation check. Fuck it.
Trading order. Goddamn.
I think she likes me, guys.
Damn.
I think you're not allowed to go to this school anymore.
She kind of like chokes. You actually get a smirk out of her. Just wait for the mail. And she kind of like quickly busies herself. Like all of a sudden you struck a chord. I don't know how you did it. Through all that withering, you got a little bit of growth. And you feel accomplished. I mean,
let's go, boys. Always quit while you're ahead.
You definitely find this opportunity as the key moment to depart while you're definitely on the uphand. I don't know how you pulled that one, but...
So you're going to Witherbloom then?
Determination is key.
Some of the students whisper as you begin to head back to your group. Do you guys stay inside for any more of this awkward, odd, tense, now slowly steaming vibe, or do you guys depart?
Wait. Let me...
Okay.
We do it inside to see if I even notice.
Fair enough. You recall in the records and one timeline that there were a few professors who, let's say, mingled unaccordingly off the books. Though history is known to repeat itself, you don't quite know where this one might head.
I have a huge favor to ask from you.
Oh?
Can you use that crystal and tell me where I have to go to get quote-unquote lucky?
But there's an infinite amount of timelines. It's going to take, like, I don't know, minutes?
This is important.
Hey, my request is more important. My life's on the line.
I don't even know if the crystal works.
My wife is on the line.
I value my life more than your wife.
True happiness is.
Okay. I'll definitely take a look.
That's later or now? Sorry.
Oh, I'll do it later, somewhere where I can actually...
Later if ever.
You got
as soon as we get back, I'll take a look and see if I can find the thing I don't know what I'm looking for, or... I don't even know what I'd look for yours.
Yeah, things get weird and tricky sometimes, but nonetheless.
I do like how you guys are trusting Iz to try to find out these things for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Look,
I love it. Do you guys depart?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys step outside, there's a brief, quick moment where Oshilia goes, "Ah, I didn't think you'd all come back so soon." Oh, sorry, Hyena. So it seems. How do you feel about joining this Witherbloom?
I mean, that's why I want to come here.
I'm sorry. I'm not as familiar with these locations. What is it about Witherbloom that you,
Oh,
I assume, find so keen?
I know a bit about Witherbloom.
Yeah, you're
She
probably
looks to
asking
you.
the wrong person.
Please.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. So obviously, it's the study of the opposite principles of life and death are studied here at Witherbloom. So we got necromancers, and then we got healers, and then we got people that make things live, and then unlive.
So this is definitely more of that one would say is a cycle of sorts?
Yeah.
I see. Understood. I
We
suppose there's
got hot
nothing...
teachers.
Right.
She doesn't seem any warmer than anyone else in there.
Don't talk about my wife like that.
Oh, that's awesome. Of course. You definitely seem to have some kind of yearning, I think would be the proper term for what I witnessed.
Nah, girl, I'm just trying to smash.
So you wish to cause her harm. Because she is not that of your species, she definitely does not know the terminology in which you're speaking. So
You're just
you
gonna
do
throw
get
hands in the air. I can't fucking talk to this girl.
Yeah, the language barrier is a bit too tough for the two of you.
As you guys are walking, you do make it to the bridge, which is technically a 30-minute long walk. In doing so, is there anything you guys wish to address before actually arriving back at the quad?
Well, so we need to get her registered. How much time after that would we have? Because, like, I know, does she want a tour of all the schools?
I know. So her herself, she's just looking to register. At no point do you guys have to like go to campus or anything like that.
Oh, so we have to go to like the main campus.
Yeah, just the main camp. Yeah, you guys don't have to go like to like she doesn't know any of the camp. Like she doesn't understand that Witherbloom is one of 5 entities. She just thinks Witherbloom is that of the campus. Like, oh, you know, the Witherbloom Hall or whatever it is in her terminology that one would describe such location.
Oh, we made it to the bridge.
So as you guys are amongst this bridge, you do, through your passing, the particular unique individual just there to themselves. Shio and Iz feel as if you recognize them, but cannot be certain, as this is just the back of them, and they seem to be speaking to something within their arms along the ledge.
Did you leave the portal running?
You see an Alcan standing there, pitch black web, with large feathers, probably about 7 foot in height, focusing on whatever it is before them. As you hear Shio and Iz ask about leaving something open, give me an insight check, Web. Let's see if you can put 2 and 2 together. Web, you have spent some interesting time with these friends in this normal time of yours, yet they always speak of not being present from here. And for the first time, do you see their hesitation in connection to that in which they're witnessing before them?
I mean, I don't even think I have any questions because like they're always up to weird shit. So it's like just more weird shit.
This is fair, but you're understanding that weird shit is this moment. You know, you're understanding that they're getting the weird shit vibe. I guess is what I'm pertaining to with. If you wish to interject them or ask upon it, otherwise you're totally free to observe and may gain out of it depending.
Yep, we're gonna. You know that's not Seg, right, guys?
Who? Oh.
Damn.
No.
No.
Oh, I can look to see all his past and futures and stuff. I don't know.
We could just approach them, but I feel like that's dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Me too, and put my fucking blindfold on again.
You see their feathers, as an owl does, turn 195 degrees to stare at you all. You see, as if they're kind of holding something, like, I wouldn't say like aggressively down, but there's something moving amongst within their hands as they're just looking at you, and then they look back to what, like, as the movement in their hands happens from them looking away, they quickly rotate their head, the 195 back, and just seem to focus what's in front of them, but they are aware of you.
Wait, isn't I here too early? Gio, should we just wipe out all hamsters, just be safe?
Yeah, I'm thinking some sort of Anivia is bringing the Vampsters to this universe, and I don't want to have to abandon another one. It got weird.
Yeah, maybe we should go tell them not to do it.
I mean, that blindfold, out of sight, out of mind.
You hear all of this, but you don't. You see the bridge. You actually, give me a wisdom save.
Oof.
As you put it on, you look around and you don't see so much, but eventually you find yourself lingering toward that of the edge. And as you, I mean, imagine you guys are taller, sorry. I'm still learning how this 3D stuff scales to your guys' tokens, because your tokens are the only thing that don't scale accordingly, and I have to do that manually. Nonetheless.
I love it, because this is like literally what I was hoping for. I was gonna like put on the fucking blindfold and just start popping into the fucking walls.
You walk up and you feel a rail. You see it as it finally kind of immerses itself to you, and then you see below and you see water moving, fluctuating in the way it does. And what seems to throw you the most is the fact that the water seems more alive than you are used to. It's as if it's yearning out to you, calling to you, beckoning you. What do you do?
I think we're about to go for a swim.
I don't want to go swimming.
What are you talking about, Hiz? I turned it.
Imagine, Web, that you're seeing odd swirling existences further below, kind of like how Oshelia was in her incubation chamber, kind of below the surface where you saw like motion and movement. The difference is that you're wearing this blindfold, so whatever you are seeing has to be incorporeal in some way or another.
Sorry guys, but it beckons me. I have to go down there. Are you guys still here?
I put on the blindfold again. He's blind.
Exactly. Are you guys still here?
Yeah, you guys hear him and you see the blindfold. Like, he's present.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely don't jump into the water, man.
Do it.
Stop watching the horrible timelines where a shark eats him.
There's no sharks here.
Have you used it at all, or do you want to use it in this moment for?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and use it.
In general, I'll say so. When you use this, it's not so much a focus on the who's in front of you. It's your entire 360 diorama, basically. Where you stand is showing you everything that's happening between all and what have you. But as you go to use that, I need you. You know what? Let me click on your character sheet. Okay, I really want you guys to pass some rolls sometimes. So let me find something that you can actually do.
Oh,
Wow.
that ain't gonna happen.
All right. So I'm
You
going to
gotta
give you a
pick stuff that we're
perception
not
advantage. Okay. No,
You have to roll above a 2. That's all you gotta do.
I need
Okay,
a, I need
okay.
a, I need a, I need a plus. We have a +9. I need a 14. Okay. You have a +9. I just need a 14
Okay.
And 13.
with perception at advantage.
And 13.
Oh, oh man, that was close.
Okay. Whew. We got somewhere. Amazing. Give me one quick second to grab what it is I need to grab for you. Oh yeah.
Wow, Shio, I see everything.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so distracting.
When you first imbue it into yourself, there is just this moment where everything around you blinks. The intensity of what it is you're seeing before you takes over. There is just this full vibe of connection to all of that of your surroundings. Everything you've ever witnessed or come across has appeared to you some way, somehow, like this. You see from the very bottom of any existence that there is something further out there. So far out there that you yourself did not until this moment even realize its existence. The term you heard, I sent you a message in DM in Discord. All of a sudden, that term you heard, Bada Fields from Oshelia's father, all comes to you. You see a world. In fact, a space. Something so gargantuan and crystallized in the body of it all. Do you see the photo before you?
I do.
From the very bottom, that would be the biblioplex in your understanding, if that makes sense. Your center of the universe, and everything that around it. Further and deeper and beyond. You can see it all. You can see beyond just where you are, but then it comes back to itself. It all comes together. Back to where you stand, showing you the exact point. And you see 40, 50, 60, 1,000, 100,000, just like files of just slits of every little aspect around you. You put your hand out and you see hundreds of forms all the way to your fingertips. It's like a million pictures constantly changing as you move through this influx of any and all timeline. Though nobody notices anything different to you here in 998th, you find yourself in an infinite loop of everything. You see that there are 4 different Anivias here on the bridge in different timelines, and 5 of them are actively assaulting the students and preventing them from making it back to campus. This is not one, but they do harbor something that is quite unique, a Vampster. How did it get here? You can only trace it back 4 other jump points. As this thing somehow traversed and found what it has known to be its rightful brood, we will say. Its signature of resemblance, considering their existence in the first place. Not that it's not harmful, but it is yet to multiply. Furthermore, Web jumps into this water 99% of the time and gets sucked in like Hercules and all the poor souls. This time in which you stand is the one time you can stop him, because it's the first time in which in any parallel time that you actually notice what he is about to do. You see this as an opportunity. Do you let him jump in? Do you let him jump in and save him? Or do you just let him jump in? But
Wait, don't jump in.
Before we get to that, you also see that Oshelia is only existent in 3 timelines. And I'm talking, you're seeing that, like, you're just processing this like what is it? A closed circuit. What was that guy's name?
Johnny 5.
Thank you. Johnny 5 is just, you're just fucking reading the dictionary and thesaurus like it's nothing. And as such, you notice that Oshelia is 100% involved in the success of this future. All the other futures and every other. Every time she appeared in the other ones, she mysteriously vanished. Something always took her away. This is the only one that you've seen end, but you do not know if it's with her living or dead. Shio,
Oh.
I need to pull you to a private channel. Shio and my good friend Wep, I'm just gonna let you know that Iz is about to learn something big. Iz, pop into the secrets for me.
Uh-oh. And secrets.
The water beckons me.
Resist. I know the desire, the lust for the water, but it does not love you back. Don't let her use you up like it used me.
How can you be sure?
'Cause she's been letting everyone swim around in her. Don't let yourself get betrayed.
After you say that, immediately all I think is like, you're right. Fish fucking there. That's gross.
There be everything in those waters. You see them sanitizing ever?
No.
Aboliths live in water. Gross. Shio does not like going swimming anymore. Turns out if you spend like a week having to sit in water, you get tired of it.
Oh yeah, we cured you, right?
Yeah. The nurse stopped breaking my bones for a second to realize that we're stupid and she needs to use actual magic.
You just start breaking your bones and putting them back together. I was like, okay, now what's the problem?
Exactly. She knows what I am, though. She's seen my medical files. She's just making me stronger.
Oh, you came here because you need to be wet? I thought you came in here because you needed your bones broken and put back together.
No, that's on Thursdays. She's also my chiropractor. It always hurts.
Yeah, I have this kink in my neck. Snap.
Revivify, you're better now. You just spent 300 gold to cure my neck ache. Yep. School's money.
I have a cold. Oh, that's no problem. Just starts breaking bones.
Pulls out a gun.
This'll do it.
A laser pistol. Yeah. We need a bigger budget, so I need to spend more of it. Sorry, kid. What?
Oh, no, sorry. You don't have insurance.
All right. You finally find yourself back in place. I'm going to go grab myself something. In the meantime, you guys interact. And poor old Wet from his demise. I'll be right back.
I put a grab. Oh, what am I looking at here? I'm gonna grab blood.
Shio was like, that is majority fish piss, and he just doubled back.
Yeah. Everyone's be swimming in that water.
I'm gonna grab your Web's leg and be like, don't jump in there, and then I'm gonna like half throw up. That. Note to self: don't activate powerful artifacts in public. Oh man.
Oh. Was it gross? Is there a Cthulhu in the water?
No, but I think you get sucked down like Hercules and 9 of them. I don't even know who Hercules is, but the realities, all the others, keep saying the same thing.
Ah, so
Oh,
What's me and the teacher's child's name gonna be?
you won't
I
have
don't
a
know yet. I haven't looked there. I was more worried about the water. Oh, and the Vamster. Speaking of,
Oh, there's a Vampster. We need to get fucking get rid of that thing.
oh yeah, and it's not even from this plane. It's traveled across 3 planes to be here, right where it needs to be. And I don't know why.
Does anyone have the banishment spell?
Well, maybe this is where it belongs. I wouldn't trust banishment.
Well, it can still banish them, and if we focus on it long enough, it'll stay banished.
Well, if it's from here, though.
Well, then we deal with the Anivia holding it. And then when it comes back, we just curb stomp it.
How about we just ask him no to Vamster, like, multiplication? Like, 1 isn't a problem. 100 trillion's a problem.
How did they even reproduce last time?
I could explain it, but I don't understand it.
Huh.
Oh. Yeah. I found you saying the artifact in dimension 1000. Yeah.
The artifact's there?
Well, maybe? But you mentioned hide it.
Oh, so I need to find it and then hide it again?
No, you were hiding it in dimension 1000.
Oh, I thought... Dang.
I didn't see it. And you don't exist in this one.
I don't exist in this one?
No.
Wow.
We rush over and hug Shio. I won't let anything happen to you.
I also determined, Shio, that you're going to come up with a choice here. And it's weighted like 50-50. And then like 52% you die and 48% you don't. Just don't choose the part where you die unless you need to. I don't
agree.
know.
Decision.
Sorry about
I
that.
don't
My kid
know.
bombarded me.
I only see part of the future, not all the future. That's why I'm not the knower of the future.
Well, did they save you?
Yes.
Shio talked me out of it.
He talked you out of it. Nice.
It's
I'll have to go
slutty
back
fish
to my
water.
bed. I love it.
and that lady, where's that person?
Who? Sorry.
Oh, I'm looking around for the
got it.
person I saw in my vision. Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah, she's important somehow. I don't know why.
Then we should make sure she's safe from the Anivia.
Did you share with them the possession in which is within Anivia's hands?
I did.
Do you guys ignore it or move? You guys can totally walk past this. Just putting it out there.
Oh, what would happen if I push him into the water? I mean, it would kill Webbed, but it give it the Vamster too? Oh, wait, he can fly, can't he?
Yeah.
What if you place them in the water?
Maybe we should try
Different
talking to him
options for
first.
flying.
We should probably warn our friend Ophelia that...
Oshelia.
Oshelia, sorry.
I take offense to you mispronouncing such simplicity in your tongue.
Language barrier.
For you, perhaps. Shio.
That person over there is a little dangerous, so we might get into conflict. So let us just try to talk him down.
I detect their thoughts a bit.
He has an
no.
artifact that destroyed one reality already.
I am not inside your mind, Web. I apologize. I am not even a bit curious of what it is you think of your future in Witherbloom. As for the person you speak of there, the owl, I do have methods of surface reading all of your thoughts in case none of you are aware.
Did you try to see what their intentions might be?
I have. It would seem as if they're harboring some kind of pact, and they are sharing some kind of communication. I do not know their tongue, but I do understand their intent.
Wait, so you saw my intent with the professor?
I left before I was burdened with such responsibilities of lackluster visions.
Would you like to know my intent with the professor?
I will have my features permanently turned off when I come to my eyes upon you.
Rude.
So what is their intent? That's the most important part, because if they're dangerous.
Well, you see, the problem is that they have some sort of node in their mind. If I peer too far in, they'll become aware of my habits. However, I can tell you that they are giving them instruction, whatever it is they are holding, as if they can openly communicate. But since I cannot see what they are holding, I cannot to read their surface thoughts.
Alright, why don't the others of us approach and see if we can get them to turn around?
Could you define turn around?
Show them what they are holding.
I see. So I
see.
shall be potently aware.
Can I jump the gun and use lightning lure to rip it out of their hands?
You two cannot. You can't see the object in their hands. You only know what's in their hands because of is. If you guys were able to pull their attention in a way that it would expose that visual, then yes, because I believe lightning lure has to see the target. Correct?
I believe so.
Not impossible, but at the moment you only see Anivia, not their possession. And this is kind of like their head that you saw turn around and look at you.
Hello, fellow student.
Do you call out or do you approach?
Let's go talk to him, guys.
Hello, Anivia.
Hoot.
We'll approach.
Hoot, hoot.
Hello, fellow student. I will wave.
It turns its head. Its body does not change position, but its head turns another 195 to reach you all. Hello.
We're gonna shudder. Oh God.
How may
So-
I help you?
How do you bring up uncomfortable things?
It quirks its head to the side, almost like cocking me, like, huh?
I see you have a world-ending creature in your hands.
Oh yeah, the blunt. That's the way to go.
Are you guys talking amongst each other, or are you talking to him right now, Shio?
You can overhear us.
Okay. But I want to know whether or not Shio is speaking. No, so Shio, but your focus is on Iz at this moment?
Yeah, I'm like, maybe
Okay.
we should just start with, like, I see you have a world-ending creature in your hands.
Okay. I want to warn you about the destructive weapon you have in your hands. It's already destroyed one reality. Don't let it be two realities. Keep your cosmic super weapons on a leash.
And
Hoot.
spay and neuter them.
My
That's
fairy
them.
pet? Hoot. Hoot.
Well, one's not a problem, but when they get like to be 100 million hamsters, and then they like turn everything to like darkness, yeah, that's bad.
Hoot. I have never considered a mate. He looks back. He turns his head another 195.
Not
down.
you, the
Hoot.
little thing.
He turns his head back to you. Yes. This little thing needs another. Hoot.
No!
He begins to
Oh.
pull out his wings. And you can imagine he's going to take to the air unless one of you guys do anything.
Stop
Well,
up!
if I can't pull it, then I'm pulling them.
Okay. You want to try lightning lure on Nivea?
If I can't get the rat, then yes.
You wish it was a rat, but yeah, go for it.
Oh, now
roll-
there's no
oh,
reason to get
just-
violent.
Hold on. Let's see. You guys see lightning protrude as he begins to fly off. You see the lightning hit that of Anivia's, like kind of go toward Anivia's body and then like reflect off almost as if with no immediate effect. And he's just like, hoot.
I tried.
He looks behind himself, and as he does, because y'all want to cry with the Anivia. Yeah. Hoot. He casts his whole person upon you. Wep, and I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. You are held in place as he does like a full 195. His head goes back. He goes, "Hoot!" You just feel stiff in your body as you see the lightning trickle up. Unless Shio and Iz do anything, they continue their flight and turn their head back.
Gio!
Someone stop it! My body's betraying me.
I dimension door on top of Anivia with Iz eat it.
Oh. One sec. I do have something to
Okay.
try.
I don't know where Anivia is, though I can't see them.
Yeah, 1 second, guys. Hold on. My kid wants to hear you guys, so just hold on.
Okay.
Let me pause this. Hold on. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Say hi and good night.
Say good night. Good night, players. Why are you so shy?
Good
You can't
night.
see him. Okay, can you say hi, Iz? Can you say hi, Shio? Can you say Shio? Can you say Wep? Wep? Up. That's close enough. Okay.
Hi, little man.
Hi, little man.
All right. So, with that, you guys see that. Actually, let me go ahead and open up the map so you guys could see the AOE, because you would see them. It wouldn't be out of vision. 1 second. 1 second. It's gonna reload real fast. Can you guys see the whole map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you see him up there. Quickly think about what you guys want to do. My baby wants to put him down to sleep. So give me a quick couple minutes. Sorry, guys.
Update time.
Okay, should I dimension door,
Yes.
or should I dominate monster?
Nope. Beat them on top of. You hearing me? I'll summon a shit ton of guys, and they'll go throughout its glows and shit and find the guy.
Yes, summon the ferrets.
Exactly. Ferret paladins. I can see it actually.
How many ferrets can you summon?
8. I normally could do more, but I don't have any spell slots left.
Let's try to shove Anivia into the water. They can just make more.
More Odivius?
No, they can make more vampsters and then just make 2 mates. Now that we put the idea in their head, they are doomed.
I don't know. Maybe we can mind wipe them?
I don't have any mind wipe spells.
I mean, the hamster isn't from here. Banishment?
Oh. Yeah, definitely. Get rid of the hamster. Anivia wouldn't know how to make them. Doesn't it take them a while to make them?
Oh. Is never actually found out about it.
I just knew they were leading revolutions in the hallway and eventually that he couldn't get to the bathroom.
Yeah. He had to go several times and put down the revolt.
Yeah, they had the guillotine out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them wearing little, like, fancy wigs. Well, the ones getting their heads chopped off. French vampsters. Never again.
You gotta go to 999. That would not go good.
But anyway, we could just toss the Anivia into the ocean. They shouldn't be here either.
Well, they can fly.
Not if we break their wings.
Well, we shouldn't be murdering students.
Yeah, but what if they make vampsters? I don't want to have to Actually, I need to leave this dimension anyway, so, you know.
I mean, if they're undead, they can't breed. I mean,
How...
otherwise we would have like regular human vampires everywhere.
That's true. How do you even make more Oh, right. One of them was pregnant when it happened. That's terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, aren't you like a deity? Can't you just smite them?
I don't have that kind of power yet. I need people to believe in me.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Would you like to become a follower of Shio? Your silence says it all, and he puts a pin on your lapel.
Fucking a div, yeah.
Why do they keep coming back to torment us?
I mean, if he actually started attacking us, I think we're all dead.
I don't know. We're a lot stronger than we used to be.
Yeah, I don't know. He can put out enough damage to put me down in one turn.
Even now, don't you have like 80 HP?
No.
Oh shoot, 65.
Yeah, and he can't miss me, so.
He can if you use your silvery. You're out of spells, aren't you?
I guess Silvery Barm. But even then, he can't miss me because he can't roll low enough to not hit me.
Fair.
And he gets like 6 attacks.
Okay, so I'm dimension dooring at him.
Yeah.
And I should try to just get close enough for you to summon the ferrets to throw the hamster into the water.
Well, they were just gonna eat him, but yeah, that works.
No, don't taint the fake creatures with vampiric energy.
Alright, sorry about that. So,
You're good.
what do you guys come up with? Oh, we got some things here. Hold up. Conjure woodland beings. Hmm?
Oh, and also this, but this is before conjure woodland beings.
Okay, explain to me the game plan.
Alright, so I dimension door pretty much like right next to Anivia and try to like hold them in place. Oh, it worked. I dimension doored.
Wow, you did it. Very nice. You guys see Shio immediately.
With Iz. I should note that Iz is on my shoulder and I took Iz with me.
Wep, you quickly find yourself alone with Oshilia, and she's like, what are we doing? And she sees off in the distance them pursuing Anivia. Do you do anything, Wep, or you just let them go?
Well, am I still held person? It's still concentrating on me?
You are still held person, but I mean, you're only held person, so, like, is there anything else, like, you wish to try to do?
I want to hype up Oceana.
Who? Oh, Oshilia.
Sheila, I want to hype her up. You got this, girl. You got this.
Your whole body's still, and only your head and lip are moving, and you're like, you got this, and she's like,
I can't even make eye contact, just, you got this.
Right. Okay. She jumps. Jumps into the water as she makes her way through because she is an octopi. It's a little less dangerous for her. Meanwhile, Iz and our good friend Shio, you arrive right there on Geneva. They are not immediately aware of you as they're kind of just hovering amongst the bases of the rock. You arrive, and you intend to grapple them, or am I mistaken?
So I'm gonna like hold them in place while Iz summons a bunch of.
But that's what I mean. You're attempting to grapple them, or what do you mean? Or are you just trying to use hold person?
No, I can't use hold person. Because that would be an action. But yeah, I'll grapple him. Wait.
Go ahead and give me a. And athletics.
This is not gonna end well.
Oh. You see, as you land on the top and you appear, you step, you jump, you go to grab part of him, and he's a big dude. And as you do, he quickly does like a kind of a barrel roll backwards where he's like flying from his back as if he was backstroking in the air. And he goes with his talon to kick out. But in that brief moment what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna summon woodland beings, specifically 8 ferrets.
And the ferrets intend to do what on your behalf?
Oh, they're gonna find the little Vamster, and then they're gonna go down to the water while carrying it to its doom.
So they are attempting. Okay, so with advantage, give me a dexterity check or a sleight of hand. At advantage, +5, as your ferrets just fly out, just out of poof.
So 22
is just crazy going on this rock as this owl is trying to fly away with whatever their little friend is. As you see, Shio and Iz just assaulting them in every kind of weird possible dude walks up and just punches someone way. And Nivea is just like, whoo, as all of these like ferrets are flying toward him, and Nivea manages to and I'll go ahead and re-roll for the ferrets. Let's see.
Oh, one more time?
Oh, I'm gonna re-roll like to beat the ferret. Oh, I just beat him. So
I got 22.
You got 22. Just kidding. Perfect. You see Shio just kind of glance and hold him briefly, and then as Shio gets knocked back down to the floor, level about 5 feet of a difference, you see that the ferrets just fly over and they start hovering around Anivia, and Anivia's like, whoosh, 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 as they throw out their wings, and 2 ferrets fly, and the other 3 just, you see them acquire their subject in hand, and they too take a dive. Wep. Do you stand there, or do you look to see what happens on the other end of the bridge?
Can I even turn? I'm about to be like, are you guys winning? It sounds like something's happening.
I know. I'm just teasing you. Like, I'm just trying to, like, get you to react. You're, like, looking away, and you're like, guys, I hear things. Tell me what's happening.
Are they good things?
As you quickly see Anivia revert direction in ridiculous flight speed. As you guys are now on the rock, you could fly, but you're still with Shio, and now Shio is humanoidly on the rock, and as such, the ferrets. Let's do it. Let's see. Hold on, let me find out ferrets now. No, let's see. Gravity would take everything down at the same speed. The ferrets jump first, but Anivia has flight. How, like, I'm assuming the Nivea would be fast enough to try to swipe at the 3 ferrets before the ferrets hit the water. Would I be wrong, Did you hear my question?
No, I'm sorry. I was playing with the headset.
Got it. As the ferrets dive and Anivia takes a hard turn to go and catch them, would you justify that before the ferrets hit the water, Anivia could probably swipe at them once before, based off of gravity laws and Anivia's own flight speed, compared to the ferret's free fall?
I have no idea. How fast is Anivia? Remember, I'm being quick.
He's not. I mean, his dexterity is a 22. Let me just put it that way. Like, this dude's pretty attuned to his capabilities. But, I mean, let's say they were 50 feet over the water and ferrets were in a free fall. 3 ferrets and a Vamster. Say their weight equal a total of 13 pounds, all 4 of them.
I think it would be 6, because if Iz summoned 8...
8 of them, my bad. You're right. I apologize. Only 2 of them got knocked out. I didn't catch the full word. I don't know what I was running off of. But yes, 6 of them would be on the ferret. Okay, that's a lot more. Okay, let's do a dex check. But everything's going to be based off of Iz with a +5. So Iz, do a dex save.
Dex save
+5. And Nivea will do the same, trying to catch them.
All right, I didn't add a +5, so that +5.
You already got it. Beautiful. Oh, it's tied. You see a Nivea and your ferret just
Defender win?
You see they're right at the surface, and as this occurs, you see a tentacle pop out of the water, and just beat the two of them as Anivia goes to swipe. Anivia gets hit by a tentacle as he baffles out. Before hitting the water, he catches himself with his wings. Whip, you are just like, what the fuck is happening? You hear all kinds of chaos going on below, and you're like, I wanted to jump in, and now all of them are jumping in. What the hell? It's like they didn't want you to enjoy summer.
Did we win? I still can't move.
As you hear splash, 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 at least 6 splashes. More people arrived because clearly there were only 5 of you, and now there's more of you, or there was only 4 of you, and now there's more of you. So someone invited somebody without you. I'm sorry, but everyone's going for the splash in your eyes. As
You guys still there?
you hear like a hoot, hoot. Shio and Iz, you may respond to Whip at this point.
Yeah, we're good. I think
I did. Yeah. What if we get a Kraken?
You then see Oshilia pop out of the water, and she captured everyone. You see in about 4 tendrils. You just see the top of Ophelia in the water, and then underneath the water, you see 4 tendrils holding on to each of two of each, give or take, and then of the ferrets and of the Vamster. So she has 6 ferrets, 1 Vamster within her tendrils and tentacles, and you see Anivia kind of floating there in the air, just hoot, hoot, watching as the scene is going on, wondering what's happening. And you see Anivia look to you, Is I need you to give me a saving throw of hold on. What the hell is a saving throw? Yeah. Even though I haven't myself read that word. Yes, wisdom saving throw. Thank you. Jesus. Now it's coming in. Nice. As you feel like this, like, what do you want? And then you block it out from your mind as if Anivia is trying to pierce through your brain. And then you see the disconnection. Anivia blinks as they're flying there. Hoot. Hoot.
Sorry,
They
Nivea, we can't
immediately
let
go
you destroy this world too.
They immediately take off. They abandon all of their initial desire as you watch them take just poof.
Good luck. Have a great rest of your life.
Yeah. Hoot. Then. Yeah. Ouch!
Oh, great.
You hear the water splash as one less creature is within the grasps of Oshilia. It bit me!
Oh, we should probably get you to a doctor, or you're gonna be like a night walker. Speaking of, where'd it go?
She tossed it in the water. She's like,
Oh, well,
oops.
that's fine. Vampires can't survive.
She starts suctioning her way back to you guys up the rock. Wep, you eventually, probably over a minute's worth of time, finally feel this weird tingle just unstiffen. Oof. It's like everything on your body is sleeping but your eyes at this point. And about 2 minutes or so, you're able to rotate your body in a state where you can see all of your allies on a massive rock totally on the other side as if they were free jumping into the pool and joining without you.
Oh,
as you
so
even see
now
Oshilia
it's
over
okay to
there.
go swimming.
Yeah, like everyone's on that rock. And Oshilia is totally wet. You're like, wow. Nobody invited. Even these ferrets for some reason are wet in her possession as she's giving them back to Iz. Like something was going on in amongst them, and you see that the Owlkin is completely out of the picture.
Can I do a medicine check for Ophelia's wound?
Yeah, I mean, do you approach her in question or do you just stare at her?
Oh yeah, I ask if she's all right and if I could see the wound.
Yeah, she throws out a tentacle toward you, and it's like a surprisingly about 7 or so feet difference between the two of you guys. And all three of you, I will say, notice that Oshelia seems to have more length to her while under this drenched state, as if her body expels or expands while in the water, and then slowly as she dries from the absorbed water, become like shrinks into a more capable size. But in the time, because it's so plump, you see this about 7-foot tentacle come out to you, and there is a very clear, dull, like it's, hamsters have 2 very large front teeth, and these ones are like, you'd imagine they're sharp, but all you see is 2 slits with like even probably like a quarter of a centimeter split between them. Like this hamster did not have perfect teeth closed. There was like a little gap between it, as there's like a puncture wound that's probably no more than 6.5 centimeters on Oshelia.
Yeah, we'll have to take you by the infirmary, which is luckily near the registration office.
Let's cut it off before it spreads.
No,
Webb,
it should be fine. It
I
takes
think
like
that you
a
should
day.
just consider less hostility toward your associates, but
You're not.
I can always
It'll
regrow
go back.
one. And she quickly just cuts off the tentacle, and you see it like beat itself up, falling amongst the rock. Stick to one side of it, and then as the hydraulic nature of her tentacle slowly give up, you hear the as it lets go of the rock and now free falls into the water. And Wep is like, wow, even her arm got to go for a swim. But the rest of you are like, well, she took care of something real fast. She's like, I do not know whether or not it has traveled far enough, but removing a limb is of no issue to myself. You're impressed. Shio, it's more like a moment, and Web, you're like, well, fuck.
I wonder. We should probably still get you checked out eventually if you start feeling weird. But
Well, we could cure it, can't we? We should probably be safe.
yeah, but I don't have any curing ability.
Maybe idea.
I don't feel any different if that makes you guys concerned. Removing my tentacle from any bite should be save me from any other aspects. Our kind is quite adaptable within the battlefields. The species out there can drive a person mad from a simple touch. We are quite attuned to removing that issues.
Okay.
Call them detachments.
All right, to the registration office.
Right.
Oh, maybe we should make sure the vampire's gone. Can they swim?
I'm pretty sure if a vampire touches their body...
All of you guys give me perception checks. And Web, give me one at disadvantage because you're on the bridge. Oof.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
That's what happens when you're proficient.
Web, you're like, fuck that. you want to go in the water, but
hard pass. I'm going for a swim.
You are looking amongst the water, but you're more thinking, man, that sure looks nice, as the heat is behind your neck and beats against your body. As Shio, you look out and you're not even sure where you're looking. Like, you didn't quite catch where they fell. You heard the splash. You heard a couple splashes. You're like, son of a bitch. You look out and you're like, is that it? That has to be it. And you hear Oshelia in your mind, not verbal to the rest of them. I'm sorry, I didn't apparently squeeze it hard enough, as it is absolutely swimming. I don't know how far shore is. Perhaps something within the waters might consume it before it lands.
Oh.
It's about 130 feet from you, swimming in the water, like just in a random direction. Like, you don't know, you really don't know yourself how far it has to go to get to land, but it is alive.
Shio.
Yeah?
It's right over there. See it? It's escaping.
Shio,
Oh.
you see a blimp. You don't see details, but you see a shadow, and you're like, well, that must be what he's pointing at.
Hurry, we should fly over and do something.
Yeah, Shio will Eldritch Blast it. I mean, he has to get 10 feet closer, but he'll just sprout his wings.
Okay, just go ahead and hold on. At disadvantage, go ahead and Eldritch Blast. Go ahead and shoot Ashelia at disadvantage. I just modified hers to be the hamster.
Where is she?
Right now. Oh, sorry. She's an invisible token. My bad. I didn't realize that. There you go.
Oh,
I don't know how that happened. Weird. Was she not on the bridge the entire time with you guys?
she was on the bridge.
Oh, how weird. I moved her over and then she just vanished. Interesting. Whatever. Maybe I missed that.
Oh, sorry, that was at normal.
Ooh, stolen crit. I love that feeling.
There's another one at normal.
Very nice. Yeah, you fire. Nice, max damage. You see the water.
I feel kind of guilty shooting Ophelia.
You see this, like, debris. You fire again. As it pops up out of the water, you hit the Vampster midair. Start skipping stone over. You have 2 Eldritch Blasts, right?
Yes.
You fire and you hit with both. You are thoroughly impressed. Wep, you then notice after the first kind of like cannon splash in the water, you see a second one hit a very small object midair, probably 15 feet over the water, and then a little splash 20 feet away.
Wow. You've been practicing.
That was very good, Shio.
Thank you. Thank you, Is. Eldritch Blast is my most powerful move.
Oh. I mean, I could summon like 8 ferrets.
Well, why didn't you tell your ferrets to go eat it? It's in the water.
Well, they're
Actually,
ferrets,
you
not...
shot it so much further that you actually don't know of its well-being, but you definitely hit the shit out of it. So it could be dead, it could be alive. It's out of sight at this point because you blasted it so far.
Jesus.
What are water ferrets?
Otters.
Yeah, otters.
We went from coffee elementals to otter ferrets.
Oh, water ferrets.
I'm gonna go fly over in the direction that I shot it and try to figure out.
Do you go on your own? I
I'll
mean,
take Iz with me.
okay. I mean, I guess Iz could fly on his own technically. Iz, do you join him?
I will after a second of being impressed.
Okay. Ophelia goes, I'll find my way back to Web and wait for you all on the bridge. Web, you see Ophelia splash into the water, like with like a. Let me get a performance check from her. Hold on one second. Let's see how good that looked. Oh yeah, she made the water look great. As you see her and 7 of the normally 8 tentacles just into the water.
We're just gonna clap enthusiastically.
Eventually, she makes her way back up and she's like, "Thank you. I'm a bit attuned to that type of vibrancy. May I ask you something, Wep?"
Oh no, I'm not good at talking to you.
Though this may be true, you're also one of your allies' friends, I assume. At least they would not travel with someone who is at least not inclined to their alignments and need.
do know they just flew away from me, right? I think you're making some big assumptions.
The fact that they're not here is why I wish to speak to you. Going to the secret whip.
To the secretorium.
I mean, we had a simple mission, and now we're hunting vampsters again.
Well, we took care of business on the Vamsters. We're not going to 999.
I need to go to 1000, is...
No, you just know what you hit it. So, I mean, maybe we can figure out what it was. I don't want to run out of realities. That'd be bad.
You don't know that. It could be like, you reached your 1000th, it was all a big test, and now you're one of us. There's like a bunch of other time beings there, and it's like a nice party.
Somehow, I doubt that.
I mean, they're all traumatized, that's for certain.
Yeah. How's this new headset sounding?
Oh, you got a new one?
Yep.
It sounds a little like you're a little further away, but...
How about now?
Go again?
Speaking words, word speaking.
Yeah, that sounds good. You're still just, like, slightly quieter than normal, but you're still good.
Okay. Yeah, not too much I can do about that. That's just mic. I guess it's less sensitive than the other one.
I got a new one, but I couldn't get it to work tonight. It's
Yeah.
wireless.
That's what I'm used to now. I went and picked up a decent one. The other one, the what is it, the earphone muff thing, was coming apart.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got to get it replaced. Or, well, you did, but...
Fire truck. A lot of fire trucks and an ambulance. Okay. Go. It'd be my luck just to have them parked right there.
I can barely hear him, though.
Really?
Yeah,
That was pretty loud. This one's doing pretty well for canceling out the other bits then.
yeah. You got your third eye now, is...
Oh, I know. Now I have all the power to do stuff.
Now you
don't
can
actually-
direct us even less confused.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh, no, we're gonna be even more confused from now on.
Is not a great seer. Not yet, anyway.
I'm curious as to how Shio hides it in the 1000th dimension.
I think you just put it somewhere, is the way it was describing it. So, I saw you, and you were talking to someone else, and you're like, we have to hide the artifact. And I was like, oh, cool, you're gonna show me the artifact? And the vision was like, no. Oh. Okay.
Have to hide it. But from who? Lindra?
I don't know. But I do know you have a choice coming up, and you're gonna die or not die. And I'm not sure which one I want it to be.
I don't know what decision I'll be able to make.
The right one.
Shio's probably gonna pick the wrong one. Mouth off to the wrong person.
Don't do that.
Vanilla or chocolate? Chocolate. You die.
Yeah.
You're
Surprise!
allergic to chocolate.
And you're dead.
Anaphylaxis gives you 1 extra death fail every 6 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'll be right back. I'm going to take this moment to actually turn on the oven and throw a pizza in.
Okay.
Shio and Iz. Give me a perception check as you go about with advantage because both of you, or one of you guys with advantage, you choose. As you guys go to verify or confirm that T-Vampster's demise.
Iz is going to turn on the oven. So I'll wait until he gets back to roll with or without advantage.
Oh, I really thought you meant turn on the oven in the game, but turn on the oven at home is fine too because it still gets warm.
Yeah.
He's just taking a slow heat up. I see. Well, Shio, then you take advantage.
All right.
You stare into the water, the deep abyss. You actually don't know how deep this goes. You've never considered it till now. Every single bridge has water below it. It's a 30-minute walk. Where does that water come from? None of them connect. They're all separate. This is the first time you've taken in this thought, this consideration of the land before you. You see many fish or objects below the surface. When Iz gets back, I'll allow him to roll a d12 to assist, but we'll see where that gets you.
All right.
Otherwise, what would be your intentions to, assume that you got your resolution of whether it was or was not killed. I guarantee you in that aspect, it's tough to say. Let's give Iz a second. But meanwhile, let's say that you did come back. What would you do as you re-arrive with Oshilia and Web?
I'd probably let him know whether or not the vampster was dead, and then have us continue along the bridge.
Okay.
Carriages nearby?
Oh, fuck no. That shit's
Darn.
missing. Let's say you see Shio return, and Oshilia quickly changes her kind tone to you. Yes, Web. Let's keep your thoughts of disgruntled choices to yourself. Shio, how did it go with your purposes?
I think the mission is accomplished.
Is
I'm
rolling
back.
d12.
Rolling a d12.
I'm gonna expect you to. Y'all better be dry as a bone.
Give me an
Oh.
insight check, Web. Shio and Iz, before you guys came back to the bridge, to your understanding, you confirmed a lot of blood in the water. Web, you absolutely swear that one of them have water on them. You think they both took a dip. Even though they're dry, they did some bullshit. They did some magic or they had a towel. They definitely went in the water without you. You're the only one amongst the party who didn't go in the water in your mind.
So was it a bad idea because I said it, or
What are you talking about?
don't you lie to me with that whore mouth? You are wet. You went for a swim.
I absolutely did not. I'm tired of being wet. I was a fish person for a while. I didn't like it.
Oh, I can see the future and see if it's safe to go in the water.
You can tell me if it was safe by just being in the water.
Well, it might be safe now. We did have to kill it.
Ashila goes, I did not sense any harm while I was amongst the depths.
Yeah, see, it's safe now. Go for a swim. Oh, don't get any of the red on you. It's terrible to get out of your clothes, apparently. You bitch about it in the future.
And in practice.
Now I don't even want it, but I still want to bitch about it.
Alright. You can do that when we go to the registration building.
So, as you guys continue to head toward your objective, you end up... Oh, wrong map. Ignore this one. Wrong location. Wrong destination.
Oh.
Once it loads on my screen, I can change it.
Let the bitching commence. While we're walking over to the campus, I want to be like, it's so hot today. It would have been nice to go for a swim.
that slutty water? No way.
You guys arrive at the quad. You see a handful of students throughout on your way to the registration. Oshilia goes, wow, this is remarkable. The land, the sculptures. Are these other students or are they caretakers of the grounds?
Most of them look to be other students. And a few caretakers, I guess.
Do we interact with them or do we just go about our needs?
Would you like to interact with them?
I don't know. You realize for the first time that all of a sudden it's becoming real to her. She has been away from her home, so to speak, for let's say a couple hours, but overall, this is the first time it's finally hit her, as you guys see her kind of stand there in awe and like starstruck as she looks around the scenario before her. You see this beautiful quad, sculptures of all kinds of unique purposes. And in the very center, there are stones, 6 of them, that are free-floating, almost as if alive, in their own presence, with their own purpose. Still ever present.
So yeah, this is the central quad. Kind of the center of the whole school. That leads straight ahead is the biblioplex, where we have a lot of knowledge and...
Yeah, Shio runs it, don't you?
I mean, I got
Do you
close to
really?
running it.
Oh, so you do not anymore? Did you?
No, we switched dimensions, and now I have to start from the bottom again.
I see. Would you all mind if I spoke frankly?
I don't know. That sounds like a trap.
Fairly so. I understand your concerns, but what say the off chance that perhaps you can make one feel more at comfort?
Oh, pretty low?
I see.
What do you mean by at comfort?
Well, I've read all of your thoughts. I will be frank. Between myself, my mother, and my father, we are quite aware of your complications. My father finds it useful. My mother finds it intriguing. I find it more complex, as I am clearly not as developed as they, but I too sense your disruption with this space. What is your goals?
Well, since you already know my thoughts and probably my past, Ascension.
And what makes you believe that you are capable? She sizes you up.
I know for a fact I am, because I am a goblin.
A goblin?
Hodling.
Oh, sorry, I misheard your pronunciation. And you is, or I should say, Oracle. You see her do like a little curtsy. I understand that you too are in a, I don't know if you would call it a sense of limbo.
Oh, I guess the best way to describe it is I'm dying and I don't want to.
That's unique in the way you present it, because I did not initially think it that way. You were faltering. This makes a lot more sense. I'm not as concerned as she looks toward Webb. When one is fealty and wishing to change or recover, it would make the most optimal moment to continue to assist.
I mean, I'm actually an ancient and powerful dragon seer of magic, and now I'm not.
Do not fault yourself. You absolutely still have those powers inside. It is as if something is preventing you.
I'll give you a hint. It's me dying a lot.
That is unfortunate. Your soul is so strong, yet you are weakened by yourself. You have internal turmoils that you must defeat to become whole.
I'll let you a secret. It's mostly Shio stepping on me.
That is unfortunate. You should probably stand away from someone who is not so allying when it comes to the field of battle.
I promise not to purposefully step on his.
He's lying. He will step wherever he chooses to.
Who's your god now? Step on his.
Every time, Shio!
Sometime, dragon, I'm a god. Squish.
And then I forget I'm supposed to come back and stop him.
You guys see a wandering student walk up to you while holding their pet. What the fuck is it called in Witherbloom?
Inkling?
I just forgot. Pest.
Mascot?
But yeah, mascot. But they're holding a pest from Witherbloom. Hi.
Hello, fellow student.
I kind of heard you guys talking, and my pest was like, and said that you guys were a little loud and disturbed his rest while he was basking in the sun.
Well, yeah.
Maybe tone it down a little. It's weird because you like echo to him. You see, he's a bit disturbed, so perhaps you can go about your business elsewhere.
Yeah, we gotta get somewhere anyway.
Yeah. Or there'll
Right.
be vampires.
She heads off. The pest just kind of bickers at you all. As you guys continue toward registration, is there any student here in the quad that any of you wish to interact with before moving on?
I want to punch Quinn in the face.
Roll me a perception check.
Do I
He's
see him
cool
finally?
in there.
Come on, Destiny. Fuck.
You look ever so staringly. You stare and stare and stare. And though everybody is a Quinn, the Quinn is not present. And you're mad because you'd punch any of one of these souls as long as they were Quinn, and they're just not Quinn. God damn it. But would you be happy if they were? Oh, man. Unfortunately, Quinn is not here yet. I mean, he's here. He's somewhere on the campus. It's a big campus. It makes sense. I love the fact that you've not been able to find him this entire time.
This dude's ducking me.
I'm sorry, a Quinn. Oshelia goes. Who is this Quinn to you, Ep?
I don't know how to explain it to you that you would understand. You know those captives you had in the ship? He's like that to me.
So you once held control of another, and they escaped you?
Yeah, and kinda.
Nah, they're just upset that they were being mean.
I'm sorry. I'm at a complete confusion on what you could possibly mean. Can you elaborate? I believe the word might be. She's referring to you,
You
Shio.
have the term dickhead on your planet.
Sorry. Oh, dickhead. No. Is that of an organ upon your forehead?
Moving on from that, basically they betrayed them. That's how they are perceived. As a betrayer.
Let's get you enrolled. We gotta take you to like English class so you can learn like the nuances.
I do take my time in making sure that I surface read those around me to become more intellectual on their understandings. I can see there are mental descriptives of the purposes in which we render, but I'll be very honest with you if I say I understand it all. I assure you that from my homeland, this is very much opposite the case.
You're too literal. We gotta teach you like metaphors and sarcasm.
I'm familiar with these terms, though I cannot guarantee you that I know the purpose of their usage.
Me neither.
As you guys are slowly coming to arrive to the registration office, you realize that it's the green classroom today, in which they are having applicants or students be. As you get there, you may enter, and upon doing so, all of you find the Dean of Order.
Welcome to the registration office. I'll ask this guy over here where we go to, who we speak to register a student.
Well, I'm like kinda registering myself. I guess you could speak to the professor over there. And he points her out.
No, it must be you.
You've seen Augusta, the Dean of Order, present before you, and she goes,
I brought
Mr.
someone
O.
important.
She like bows to Iz in a discreet manner and refers to him as Mr. O, as if not to expose who he is, and then gestures eyeballs across the entire posse of four and is like,
One could say she's entangled in plans. Did I do that right? I think I did right.
You mean you have someone you wish to register? I assume it'd be you. O'Shealy's like, yes. Please take a seat and fill out the forms. The rest of you, report.
Look at Shio. You spin this right.
So we found O'Shelia's ship crashed in Witherbloom. We decided to assist in quelling the violent components of the ship and saving our new student from death.
Oh,
You're
we're
saying
gonna
that
see over. We're loving this. And then what happened?
she looks at you. Continue.
Also,
Where is your other friends? Did you?
Oh,
She
fuck,
trails
we
off.
forgot about Seg!
Oh, Seg is back at the ship resting.
Resting from what exactly?
Possibly being brainwashed by alien fugitives.
So somebody who may have been brainwashed was left to be further incubated without oversight?
Okay.
Sorry, I lost you on that, Shio.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Did I lose you?
I mean, I can hear everyone.
I can hear him too. I just don't think he could hear us.
Oh.
Well,
I think he left.
Yeah, he jumped out for a sec.
How do I explain this?
oh, you're doing
No.
stellar.
That's why we're like, good luck, Shio. We might be like the best special forces guys in the world, but we're terrible at anything afterwards.
You are a true wordsmith.
Well, I mean, it's the truth. But they're right, we shouldn't have left Seg. For all we know, he's brainwashed.
Hold on. Let me fix this. Holy cow. Oops. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I don't like all my shit just shut down out of nowhere. Everything froze and then everything lost. What's so weird is that my iPad actually went down, which is totally separate from anything on my system. So I'm on my phone now.
Solar flare
Super
deal.
weird. Yeah, no kidding. It came sooner than we expected.
Dang, it took us a
Okay.
whole session to get her to the registration building.
Love it. Love it.
But we saved the world. Come on, Shio.
So I'm
She was
super blind.
stepped on
So
his.
No, the prophecy.
oh, there we go. Hold up. Oh, everything seems to be coming back. Give me one quick second. Sorry, guys. Like, I don't know what just hiccuped. Like, everything just totally, like, that's so weird. Like, I can't believe my phone's working, but everything's shut off. Okay. It seems like at least the iPad is back up. But imagine I don't see the map, but I already know you guys are in the room. So, as you guys are there, you all hear her kind of going about, wondering, as Shio was trying to save you guys in the situation, or describe the situation. She goes, perhaps my concern lies more in the resolution. Zero. Have you found your needs in this parchment of purpose? I'm referring to the timeline. Is this where you need to be, is what she's asking.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah, I found an artifact.
An artifact like what?
The Eye of the Oracle.
I see. So what you're trying to tell me now is that you can see beyond what it is that we have currently before us.
To a point.
That is quite intriguing. And who is the student you bring that is now registering with us? She is of a Tpus. Those are quite rare in this region, or non-existent in all. Though an invitation may have still been given, I find it quite intriguing.
Yes. She's part of all this somehow. So we're not sure why.
Maybe she stopped from stepping on you is.
Yeah, I mean, she did stop the Vamster.
True.
Web, do you follow these two who are out of place?
We're gonna put on our blindfold.
Give me a perception check.
He's putting it on again. Everyone take a step back. I take a step back. Couple actually.
Sorry, call out the perception. My bad.
17.
You do notice that there's two students sitting in two seats. And it's, how do we say, uncomfortable. As you see one here, and you see one here. Do you care at all to point it out, or do you just stare at them? Do you observe them further, or anything of such?
Well, now they're the only people that I see, so we're just gonna start bumbling off over to them.
All right.
Wait,
you head on over to
where's
them.
he
How do you
going?
interact?
Okay, bye.
There's that fucking ghost again.
Hello. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with who you are. The ghosts are the incorporeal creature response.
We're gonna try to poke them.
The poking
You guys see Web just stick his hand out, and you're not sure if he's
Nothing there.
really, really good at acting, or if there's really a physical thing before him invisible. But he's giving off that sense that there's something that he's physically touching. As you, Web, reach out to this incorporeal entity and touch their shoulder, they look back at you. And as they do, their eye sockets are completely emptied and dulled. When I mean by dulled and emptied, I mean that they're non-existent, but it's not in the excruciating visage where your stomach just rips into pain from seeing it. It's like a weird emptiness in their face. It's like the eyelids are just smoothed over, like you're kind of building a clay model and you haven't quite put the pupils in yet.
Who are you? Where are you from? What's your favorite color?
Well, I have been registering for the past 25 years. An attack happened upon this station. We were all murdered while we were applying for the best school in history. You walk off as their soliloquy of depression disturbs you.
That's going nowhere.
Can I take the time to attune to that handkerchief? So I can find out what it does when it's attuned?
Well, saying you're traveling, you were doing so. And now you're kind of like playing with it like a yo-yo, but instead of you throwing it out and letting it slip, it's more like a hard and not hard, hard and not hard. It's like a limp and not limp, I guess, depending how you wish to verbify it.
Do I need to attune to the stone?
No, you yourself actually do not. As long as it's an oracle item, you do not have to attune to it.
Okay.
Web, how do you inquire with this one?
We definitely want to take a different approach because that was not fun.
You see this one filling in some kind of register of sorts. Do you wish to read what they're writing over their shoulder, or do you interact with them?
Yeah, let's try reading what they're writing. I feel like if I talk to him, he's gonna give me another bad story about people getting murdered in this room and shit.
You look over their shoulder and you see their application being filled. The name they're writing is... One second. Hold on, I lost my mouse. Oish. The name they're writing is Diplin. Diplin wants squawk. You see that they are applying for Witherbloom like you. Under a teacher named Ambrose. You see that their interests are almost aligning with your in the middle of life and death. However, there's one particular box that they check where it says alive or deceased in your current state, and they check deceased.
Alright, so they're aware they're deceased.
They speak over their shoulder. If you wouldn't mind, I'm filling out an application for my spirit studies. May I inquire what it is you need from me, living?
I want to ask about his professor that he's writing down, because that's not the one I'm familiar with being in Witherbloom.
Ambrose is that of the Dean of Death. His necromantic manners teach that of what we are and why we are here. You are living. How are you interacting with me now?
I see dead people.
How quaint for someone of your stature. Your horns show that the devil has reached you. It would almost be as if purposeful you've met me. I am Diplin.
Do you, reside here? Do you take classes here?
I am now enrolling, as I see others, but you are out of place.
Takes one to know one.
It looks as if you identified me first, so it would take one to know one. As in you.
I didn't come over here and tell you you're out of place.
Perhaps, but have you ever considered where you stand? Give me a wisdom saving throw, Web.
This fucking guy.
Very nice. Nat 20 with a 26. You get that what they're trying to do is they're trying to make you grasp the fact that you are amongst that of the non-living. They see something in their realm. You see them, but you don't see everything. You just see incorporeal beings. So with that, you get the vibe with this Nat 20 that this guy is absolutely trying to point out that you are not in the place in which you exist, but you are in fact within a place that did once exist. And then you hear whispered to you, almost as if for some reason the handkerchief gets yanked off of you, yet again, by none other than that of Oshelia. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Oshelia takes the blindfold back off. Wep, are you okay?
Oshelia, I don't even know anymore.
My father did not gift you such a benefit for you to bother that in which exists around us. It is to make the threats around you safer to deal with.
How do you know he's not a threat?
I can read all your minds, Web.
You can read people's minds that you can't see?
You realize that my father gave you an item to help you witness what we have already been amongst.
Oshelia is holding out on me.
You get a glint in her eyes as if she too is motioning toward the individuals amongst you that no others can grasp. Shio, you hear Shio and Iz, you definitely hear Oshelia addressing Web at this point, if you guys choose to involve yourselves or not. Even though you've seen Web walking around just randomly speaking to non-existent beings before you, like he totally had somebody there. Yeah, absolutely empty desks. And it's as if Web at this point, I would say you come to understand that you not only see incorporeal entities, but also incorporeal beings not in your time, but in the place that they would exist.
Yeah, that makes sense. This dude's saying he's dead. This one has a different professor. That has to be.
So is after we get Sig back, you want to go on a tour of Prismari with me?
Yes. They will give me all their mathematical secrets.
That's Quandrix, but sure.
Oh, then yes. But no. But yes.
You're talking about the artistic district, not
Yeah.
the brainwave.
But they do use math sometimes.
I need to register with Prismari as well.
Only if you join me in Quandrix.
Alright, sounds good. I need to make sure you don't immediately start altering formulas to create black holes on the black
You hear Augusta go,
What a good idea.
Chio, to dull classify in anything for that matter would definitely require such excruciating studying. Do you have the time and dedication, considering how often off-campus you all seem to be?
I believe that it is possible for me to achieve anything I set my mind to.
Why have I heard so many students say that before?
Probably my family.
I don't know whether or not that's a compliment to oneself or a purposeful goal to reach beyond, but I will hope for you the best. Oracle, she kind of whispers under her breath. Are you certain that the company you keep will guide you to the resolution you seek?
I know the chaos will give us a chance. It's because it clouds the future that I'm able to do what needs to be done.
I tell you, I do not understand how you've made it this far. So far into many millennials of different planes and purposes and timelines, and yet you still are seeking so far in.
Well,
We're all here for you.
all the easy ones are gone. Only the long shots are left.
Oracle, I have written my synopsis of the scenario here, and I must inform you now. You may need to flee sooner than you anticipate unless you all do something swiftly. Within 3 days' time, catastrophe will land on us.
Sorry, I was muted. Oh, no. But we stopped the hamsters. Or hamsters.
I'm
Do you
sorry,
have
the
any...
Damsters?
It's what destroyed another reality.
I'm strictly speaking of the Orcree who have declared war upon us. In 3 days' time, they promise a fleet of mage hunters will hit us from all sides. We cannot protect the students without the Oracle's assistance, and the Oracle is you, and you are missing.
No, that's true. I can't argue that.
And the Dragon Guard is non-existent as long as you are not in your place in time. Have you been aware of this the entire time, that the Dragon Guard has not been able to protect the campus of STRIXHAVEN?
No. I'm forgetting a lot every time.
Surely this must be some more purpose to what it is that you have with the Eye of the Oracle. Can you not witness the catastrophes that keep happening?
Oh, yeah, I just haven't looked yet. In fact, I'll do that right after I get out of here. First thing.
3 days, Oracle. 3 days, and we will see whether or not we get the opportunity to see face to face again.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and kind of nervous.
None of the students are looking up because she's definitely like hissing this toward you guys. Shio and is specifically, as Wep seems to be having his own debacle with Oshelia and his undead entities.
Well, we'll just have to do something. You should look at the timelines that we succeed in.
She takes a deep breath. Oracle, have you told him?
Yes?
And yet he walks around like he has choices and purposes.
He does. He has one.
And what choice has he chosen? She looks at Shio.
It's yet to be made, I think.
So a result that does not exist, with a ratio that does not exist, with a purpose of balance that has yet to become, he expects to go 50-50.
Yep. Come on, Shio. Make the right choice.
What choice?
I don't know. Definitely not the wrong one, Shio. Just don't.
I love it. You guys are talking to the order who doubts that a balance is possible.
She is so paranoid about every choice now.
Well, I mean, it's not every choice, just the one.
Yeah, but I don't know which one.
Oh, you know, Shio. You know.
No.
Have you guys met... she continues. Have you guys met Lorraine? I believe she too is misplaced amongst you all.
Oh, yeah.
At this time, Wep and Oshelia return. Wep, when you hear this, would you say you know the name Lorraine?
It sounds familiar. I don't remember if we actually met that one.
Team, has he met her?
Let me think.
Shio? I honestly I don't think so.
Yeah, because the last time I saw Lorraine was right before Wep joined, I think.
That would make and that's pretty along the line of my notes, but I just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss something because there's so
Then
many.
we also saw those people while we were leaving. There was like the one lizard dude, and then
that was definitely not her. Yeah, no, she wasn't amongst them. I can guarantee you that one. So yeah, you don't know the name, but so I mean, if you wish, Web, you could inquire who she is.
But I know what she looks like, right? Isn't that the one that wasn't it Shio took shape of?
Yes, actually. Seg, sorry, but yes, one of your allies did look like her. It was a jade-haired, nerd-like individual with a bit of ethnic versatility of the Asian dynasty vibe, and she looked smart as fuck as Seg, but Seg is not the brightest. So when Seg spoke as her, she did not seem as bright as she looked to you, Web. So I wouldn't say you know her name, but you could imagine it's some woman amongst green color or jade.
I guess we might as well inquire. So, Lorraine?
Ah, I see, Oracle. That's yet another one of your pupils, we might say, are not aware of your entire group that you have tied in this knot.
Yeah. Well, there's a battle through time, and I'm trying to fight.
Fight what?
I don't know.
This is actually true. The Oracle, aka Is, has no fucking clue what it is he's trying to solve, other than the fact that he went back in time to solve it.
Yep.
And it's just a mess since. But you imagine it has to do with the Orcree and the Mage Hunters and all of these things that have almost killed all of you guys. But Is has yet to find the purpose of the solution in which he's trying to solve before the world falls into a demise.
This is probably not going to go in well. It seems to be pretty bad at it.
I mean, you're in the 998th. What can go wrong?
999 realities on the wall. We'll put another one in. Yep, we're doomed.
I will leave
I
your hope.
believe in us is.
Augusta goes on. I will leave your hopes to your board of thoughts. She refers to your guys' HQ, in which in the basement you guys have an entire web of individuals that matter. But I advise that you do it quickly. You have been gone longer than you should have now, and you have 3 days left before everything goes awry in this line, and you would have to venture off to another to hopefully save what you have already lost multiple times.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. All right, let's go figure out whatever we're supposed to do.
Is she gonna be cool on her own?
No, we have to take her back to.
You see Oshelia go, I wouldn't mind accompanying you all if you'd like to keep me around and see what else you get up to before we head back to my father's vessel.
I mean, I definitely don't want to like just ditch her and be like, all right, well, we got you here. Good luck.
Screw you.
But yeah, I don't mind her sticking around. She seems really cool.
Very well. I'll acquaint myself with you all and provide aid. When she says that, she leans a visual eye toward Webb when necessary. But do not expect me to be on some front lines of your mishaps and adventures that have led me to believe of your aggressions to be a bit out of line.
Oh, no, that hamster was going to destroy all of this reality. Trust us.
For a rodent biting somebody, it's quite natural when they feel threatened, especially when you attempt to drown them.
They need to die. They're a plague.
A plague to who?
All of their
Life?
Something that was found feeble and alone, you believe, is a plague.
Yeah, that's how they always start.
Familiar, just, yeah, a plague to who?
To be fair, Wep is very honestly as confused as Oshelia. Since you guys have given little insight to Wep on what the hell what you guys even did in that brief moment. Unless did you guys tell Wep why you did what you did? I'm not even positive.
Oh, did we not tell you?
Oh,
should we tell them?
Yeah. So
here, we can tell them on the way back while we walk.
So you guys are leaving the green classroom of registration and heading out back to where it is you guys find as your headquarters.
Wait, did you get a copy of the handbook? She must have a copy of the handbook.
I filled out the application and I've already applied. They said that they'll get back to me within a day's time.
Oh, good.
So as you guys head back to HQ, let me load that map in because I forgot that you guys are on. So hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see, which one is it? I'm trying to remember which one you guys were in. It's this one. Got it. Sorry. It's called Time Split. I found it. Vision. Save settings. Let me copy your guys' icons. Bloop. And bring you guys on. Bloop. You guys arrive outside the manor, in which Iz's unique spectral device is below ground, and your guys' mind web, which is also below ground. For the first time, as you guys actually enter your headquarters, because it technically is not a home, more so of a guild hall at this current timeline, you realize that nobody, for the first time, is actually home.
Well, this is HQ. We gotta go take a look at the future board.
Oshilia goes, are all of these dorms so large? This is quite immaculate for that of a few students.
Oh. No, this is our headquarters because we have to save the world.
I'm continuously baffled by your comments of the world and how you all seem to be a much bigger factor to what's around us.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't, and I could just go to school. But the world's ending, and school is going to go away, so I got to stop it.
The school is going away.
Well, yeah.
Right.
She didn't even know how to fucking respond to you.
She's like, just signed up, and you're like, yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, gone.
I kind of wish they would have like a doomsday clock. Shio. Actually, not Shio. Where's my secretary? Where is she?
Appears.
Always.
You
Make a
see
note
that they hand
for
you a
future-
note. They hand you a note, and the note says you have a 3-day timeline based off of Augustus.
Well, I appreciate it. Oh, could you let future younger me know to build a doomsday clock that'll start counting down? Thank you.
He's quickly scribble in doomsday clock amongst their notes as the Secretariat takes their notes.
Yeah, that way
Even-
if I die again, I'll get a note to tell me to build a doomsday clock so everyone in school will know.
As they kind of like muttering about and make noises. Where do you guys go in this HQ?
To the mine board.
I wanna
You
go to the
all
library.
head to the mine ward because Oshilia goes, Web, let's go check this out. And you all head over. In doing so, Iz is the first to find astonishment. What is wrong?
Oh. I changed again. This one's much more put together than my last one.
You see before you a almost illustrated depiction of the campuses and schools before you and their goals and purposes. You see a layout of discovery and intentions. But what's misleading is that there is no more immediate direction. All you see before you is harmony. The goal. The necessity. And you have 3 days.
What do we have to accomplish?
Apparently
for you,
harmony?
Shio, you're looking at a new board completely. You came down here and you're like, oh fuck. Wep has no fucking clue. Oshilia has no fucking clue. Only Iz gets that. It was an update of himself. But for you, Shio, you're like, well, fuck. What happened to all over progress? Because you guys had a much more different vibed arrangement.
Oh, it looks like history's changed again. See, I'm telling you, we're fighting time itself, feels like.
How do we
Wep,
strengthen
you
to make
see a ridiculous board of just excruciating expectations, times, placements, purposes, and goals. And you're like, well, these guys are not fucking kidding. All this bullshit they've been yapping about seems to be pretty serious to them, as this is the first time you've actually set into one of their stations of concept, because everything else has been out of the wild. This is the first time you're like on a stable land, a ground where it looks like a home, it feels like it's theirs, and you see their hands, their prints all over this shit. But yet, You get none of it. Like, you're like, this is the whole campus. I get it. Like, this is like a cool hieroglyphic, but what does it mean?
Yeah, we're just gonna tell Oceana. See, this is why I didn't want to come down.
It does seem a bit confusing. Yes,
Didn't we meet the one
Is
in the
that
top
me?
right?
She's like confused as you guys look to the top right. And you're like, huh, it does look like somebody quite familiar, but what are they doing now? It's as if they are summoning something to provide a basis stable to something above it, as if there is another that needs their building block to reach their goal. It was almost as if what you thought was solved is now a new complexity.
Do we roll to try to understand?
For sure. The two of you guys give me an insight. Web, if you wish to join in any way, go ahead and give me a intelligence.
Well, I recognize that chick kind of looks like the one that told us to shut up.
Oh my god, no way. Double ones from
Yeah.
each of you? Wow. Web, do you
Always
get a
right
one?
with the
Let
world.
us see this. Oh my god.
You know, Shio, maybe I shouldn't let the artsy version of myself make the charts.
Web does no better with a 3. A 1, a 1, and a 3. Jesus, I can't give you guys any handouts.
Oh.
You guys are just dumbfounded, staring at this board, just like there's a bit of drool falling out of Shio's mouth. Wep is just like mind fucked trying to follow any of it, and
We're just gonna play
is
it cool. Yup,
looking through his
this makes
ledger,
sense to me.
trying to find when all of
So,
this happened.
Shio, should I start up the Dimensionator?
We definitely need to have that in our back pocket. Because I don't understand any of this. Maybe if I cast Comprehend Languages, I can understand.
Go for it. Let's see. Give me that, and then follow up. Give me an insight with advantage afterwards.
So I can try to use this to guide my.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is painful.
Oh, look, I successfully pretend to know what's going on.
Wep seems to have it all under control. He's that guy that's like insane in the head. That's like, it makes sense. It all adds up. This and this and this. And he's totally faking you guys out. Like, it's a fake out. He totally is acting it out.
No.
As he's breaking it all down, pointing, this goes here and this goes here. And really, he's just following the paths that are already laid out. He's not like making any sense of it. But you guys are like, wait, he's onto something. And then you realize that it's all just a fluke when Oshelia goes, Web, I believe that you're mistaken. I think you're just kind of revolving in the circle in which is displayed before you. I wouldn't say you quite understand it. Because Oshelia can read your surface thoughts, she knows you're bullshitting. She's like calling you out subtly because clearly she sees you as an ally.
I thought we were friends. Stop blowing up my spot.
Sorry, I'm not quite familiar with your ways here. She quickly takes self-reference of this habit of people and lies.
So they have all the schools, I think.
But who are the people there? Do we need to do something with them? Do we need to...
Oshelia breaks in. Would
Yeah.
any of you mind explaining to me what we're looking at, other than a great collage?
Oh, sure. So this is my mind map of all the ISs that are trying to avert the disaster that's coming in 3 days.
This
We
looks
got
like
to decipher it.
a mammoth of a disaster, if this entire piece is meant to be the purpose before you.
Oh, yeah.
Where do we start amongst these 6 locations? And who are all of these visages before you?
Well, I think we've met a few of them before.
Okay. That does not help me in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on my blindfold and just throw a dart at the board.
give me a sleight of hand.
Totally missed the board.
Nat 1.
Wow. It's like even reality's telling me to fire up the
The arrow goes
dimensionator.
for the board, and the board is like impenetrable to its point. It just completely reflects it.
Just whiff a dart.
That is quality right there.
Not even in the right direction.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's definitely have
point.
the machine ready to go, but we definitely still need to try to figure this out.
At this point, all of your hearts just sink.
We're doomed.
We'll hold it there, as you guys now, as you guys outside of Seg know that there's a 3-day timer on whatever event's about to occur, and either you guys do something about it, stop it, get there to help it, or let it happen. I would say are your 4 options. With a new web before you, with a new hierarchy of reasonings and purposes, I will go ahead and we'll say in a couple days, probably by the weekend, I'll go ahead and update this map to be what is deciphering would be in, say, a half a day, and then next session you guys will be at 2.5 day timeline. Sound good?
Yeah, I'm going to use my stone to kind of view the
Absolutely.
futures of each area.
For sure.
Try to grab some insight.
All right, so you're going to use the Gem of Oracle to try to gain a benefactor, right?
Yeah, so I want to see what the future is currently for all the areas.
Gotcha.
So I can kind of figure it.
Okay.
Yeah. That way I can kind
Understood.
of get a feel.
Sweet. For sure. All right, guys, we're going to hold it there, and we're going to really blow Seg's mind because that dude missed everything. And I don't know how you're going to explain it to him.
Oh, it's gonna be
Sorry, bro, the world's ending.
He's going to be like, again? He's going to shoot himself this time, and he probably still missed, so I'm not too worried about that.
2.5 days.
I hope you guys
weird,
had some fun. You guys absolutely RP'd this into a disaster. I love it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to your guys' future. I don't know how it ended up this way.
I do like how they're like, what's the plan, Oracle? Well, fuck, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Just totally disregards them. Oracle, they're talking to you.
Oh man. But I have a feeling something will come out of this. So I'm not worried about your capabilities. I'm more worried about your disasters to come. So let's see what causes and what ripples, and we'll get into it. As for the Tpuses, you guys can still interact with them since you guys missed the opportunity last time. So you guys can totally hit up the Discord, kind of reach out and just get a little bit more data. They definitely seem to know about the Mage Hunters. So if you guys want to dip into any of that, you can inquire, as they did give you a bit of information if anyone wrote down any notes. Otherwise, great job making it back in one piece, I guess. I mean, you guys almost... I mean, I'm going to be honest. I rolled for Nivea privately, and they weren't going to attack you, but there was a chance. So, you got lucky. I'll just put it that way. There's no way Shio would have succeeded in his goal if Anivia attacked. But you got lucky.
Yeah.
But he's also gone, and you attacked him. So we'll see if there's any vengeance in the next 2.5 days. I will tell you guys to keep your eye out, because y'all were a little aggressive. That was a little... I mean, I gave you the chance, but it was awesome how it played out.
Well, I'm trying to kill Anivia. We're just trying to not let it get away.
You weren't trying to kill Anivia. I don't know what the other two were doing.
Hey, we're trying to kill
The Vampster.
Anivia's pet. Yeah, you're not trying to kill Anivia, but only his pet. You know, like, no one feels hostile if you're trying to hurt their friend, right?
Well, we did come from a reality that just died because of it. Oh, yeah.
Context. But yes. Nonetheless, I hope you guys had a good one. We will meet back up next week. Seg should be back in town from Japan, and if he speaks another language, not my fault. Otherwise, anything for me? Anything I'm missing? I'll finalize your guys' items. You guys should all have your items already in your inventory with a placeholder, and then I'll just make them pretty. But is there anything I'm missing otherwise?
Nope. Think I'm
As
good.
always.
All right, Shio, there's always something, so message me. And then I'll reach out to Seg and give him a little bit of in-betweens.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, guys. Everyone say hi to Randall, who always pops in during you guys' sessions to hear the end aftermath of all this.
It's always fun listening to you guys.
We're so doomed.
It was also reminiscent of my own group. You guys RP'd yourselves into disaster.
If there's a reason, there's a will, and if there's a will, there's a way. So
I
I'm
just love
sure
how we
it'll work
constantly
out.
get nat ones on our proficient skills.
Oh man,
I
Rando,
know.
if you saw these rolls, they are 100% plus 9s, plus 7s to their. I only give them proficiency rolls, and they never pass. They roll under 10, 90%
We
of the time.
do.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
All
they
the
cannot roll well with a plus 9. I don't get it. Like, it's just them. I don't know. You think yours is cursed? Randall is like our worst roller of his team, and
Yeah.
you guys are like him times 100. Like, your whole team has rolled worse than him his entire life with me. I'm just gonna put it that way. Your guys' average is bad. I don't know how it happens, but for students, it really makes sense. I guess you guys are full of pitfalls, so it's great. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
you're learning.
automatically right.
Thanks for
does fit her.
letting me tag along, guys. Always enjoy it.
Oh,
Otherwise, you guys have a good night. Until next week, and we will see what happens next. I'll give
Right
Psych a
on.
little thing, and I'll hit you guys up in the Discord with this image, and slowly update it as it figures things out.